Hello everyone and welcome to the first episode of something that I've been long awaiting. Mentos plays Spelunky! Spelunky PC released today, and with the PC release it is finally something I am able to record, and so why not jump straight to recording it. So, if you guys don't know, Spelunky is essentially a roguelike platforming action game in which you try to collect gold to collect a high score, as well as work your way down through 16 levels to get to the final boss. As some of you know, there is a secret area that I may or may not try to get to, as well as there are plenty of very dangerous obstacles in the way. So we'll be seeing how this all works out for us. I should apologize, I am quite bad at the game because I did not spend enough time with it on 360 like I should have. But I do know the basics quite well, and that will go a long way toward helping this be a little bit more interesting, I'm sure. This first run, we're just going to do a random adventure run. I didn't do one dry run before recording, just for the sake of kind of familiarizing myself with the PC version's controls, as obviously that is a big change from having a controller. And I did not, and seeing as I don't have a controller that is compatible with my computer, I kind of need to familiarize myself with keyboard controls in order to have any chance of doing decent in this. Ooh, that could have been bad. I did not think that through. Let's do it again. Thank you. For those of you who don't know, this little dude I'm carrying is the damsel, and he is our way to gain more health by bringing him to the exit of the level, and he will give us a kiss, and that kiss will allow us to get more health. Except I have inadvertently just killed him because I didn't realize he had already taken 2 damage when I threw him into that arrow trap. So I am a moron, but c'est la vie. Let us just drop down here. I was worried that might hurt us. Couldn't throw that skull quite high enough to kill the spider. Let's head back over this way. Whoa. Norden, please do not steal the focus from my game. I do not want you to do that. That was a bit scary. That was really stupid while I was worrying about Norden. I hate this computer sometimes. I told you I was real bad at this game, right? Like, I didn't lie to you or try to tell you that I was good. I was straight up from the beginning. That was a good rock throw, but that doesn't count for a whole lot. So this first floor is way behind where I would like to be in terms of if I'm trying to go for the secret area. I've never actually beaten Olmec, but I do tend to go for said secret area instead of trying to go for the main road. I kind of want to buy that bomb box. I feel like 12 bombs will pay for itself. Space Spy. Okay. So now we've got a lot of bombs. We just need to actually make use of these bombs to get us things that we need to be successful in terms of money. We want to drop this rock down here to set off that arrow trap, grab our damsel. No, I said grab the damsel, not run away from the damsel. She's in distress, can't you tell? So we are going to be trying to collect as much gold as possible, depending on how things look by the time of the black market, which those of you familiar with the game know where that is. We will decide whether we should go after going to Hell, which is obviously far more difficult, or just going after Olmec. Either way will be a very big challenge for me personally, but hopefully I will be able to do decently on this run. I would like to have my first recorded run of Spelunky be somewhat decent at least. I do see the key over there, so the Ujat Eye is on this level. So much for a decent first run, huh? I should have hit X for quick restart instead of hitting continue. Regardless, we'll jump back in there. We'll do one more adventure run. If this ends quite as short as... You know what? We're just gonna... Yeah. Quick restart. Let's try that again. Let's try not to damage ourselves immediately. Whipping that pot was one way that I could have just damaged myself immediately, because I should not have risked that. One bomb, but I don't really see anything of interest over there. That was really stupid. So was that. I hate bats, I hate bats, I hate bats. We got one gem. One gem. We got a little bit of gold. Only worth 100, so not a big one, but... Oh! That time I just messed up. I hit the wrong button for whip, because I'm still not entirely familiar with these controls. But even still, this is poor play even on my behalf. I'll admit I'm not very good at the game, and this is still poor play for me. Okay, so now we're going to come up here, maybe. I think the hardest thing about using the keyboard controls right now is the fact that I have to sit with one finger depressed on the run button for the majority of the time I'm playing. That seems like it might get a little bit tiring after a while, which is probably a reason to pick up a controller, but I don't know if I really have the free money to go buy a 360 controller for the computer, and so we're going to try to ride it out with the keyboard controls. Spelunky is a very good game. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the 360 version or the free PC version that this version was the kind of recreation of, Spelunky is just a really good game. It's very difficult. It's going to push you every single run to do ridiculous things, and it leads to an experience that is very rewarding when you do actually accomplish something you've been working towards for quite some time. Now, these bugs up here are made of gold. They give us 5,000 gold apiece when we pick them up. So definitely worth a rope. Consider 3 ropes in the store cost you 3,500. Oh god, what have I done? Put that out of reach. No! I need that torch. There is a shopkeeper here. He's selling a couple of bomb bags and a shotgun. Shotgun is kind of tempting, but I actually kind of want the bomb bags more. Let's see. These are 2,500 apiece. Oh, that was the wrong button. Space. We'll leave the shotgun. So that torch kind of landed in the perfect spot. I didn't realize I was standing on top of a pot, and that did not go well for me. Future sight of the shortcut station. Meet me at the end of the mines if you want to help. Tunnel Man. Now see, the Tunnel Man is an interesting conundrum for people who are experienced with the game. Because on one hand, he does help you when you're a newer player to get to the later levels, and actually have a chance to play through them at will, even if you're not that great at the earlier ones. However, in order to get to hell, you actually have to go through every stage of the game, because there's a special event in the mines, the jungle, the ice caves, and the temple that you have to complete in order to get to hell. So if you're playing to try to progress through hell, you really can't use the shortcuts. So is it worth the resources when you know that eventually you're going to have to play through from the start every time anyway if you want to progress? That's a conundrum that I have not quite come up with an answer to yet. You know, we'll use a rope and a bomb to see what's behind here. The rope was actually probably pointless if I had timed the bomb right. There's a crate over there, so we are going to use another rope and sacrifice some of Mr. Doggy's health here. Wake up, Doggy. Mr. Pug. Yeah, go down there so I don't hurt you. We do get a bomb bag. That was worth the effort, although it would take us another rope or another bomb to get out of here. We're going to use a bomb. Since we just got 3 of them, I figure it's a decent decision. Much better than it would be otherwise. Okay, so that's not alive. We're going to throw our damsel at the bat, because that is an easier way to kill it. Similarly, we're going to throw him in here to break that pot and kill that spider. And then we're going to go back up. Now, we have to remember that Mr. Pug here has already eaten up the damage of one arrow trap. Damsels have 4 health, and arrow traps do 2 damage. So if he takes another 2 damage, or if he got hit by another arrow trap, in other words, then he would die automatically. But we can whip him around at these enemies as much as we like. That's not going to hurt him. Is there anything down here I should be worried of? Maybe. Yep, there were spikes down there. And that was just a spider in the pot. Now I feel like an idiot. This is the daily challenge map, by the way, in case you are unaware. The daily challenge is essentially a randomly generated map that is given out to all players, the exact same. So it allows you to directly compete in runs of Spelunky by way of everyone getting to play this same map and seeing who gets the best score, who gets the best time, all that stuff. So 15,500 on the first floor isn't bad. The fact that our damsel died is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world. We did take some rather stupid damage on that floor, but not the end of the world either. We want to try to set this skull down so we can keep carrying it with us. More bombs. Things suddenly just got kind of bad. We aren't going to go over there. So unfortunately that fall damage just put us 1 hit away from death already. And I am not the greatest player at avoiding taking a single hit of damage, in case you can't tell from what you've seen so far. So we are going to be in... Oh no, we have 2 health. Never mind, I'm an idiot. We're going to drop this down there. That hopefully would have set off the arrow trap if it wasn't set off. That was very disappointing. Very, very disappointing. So out of my friends, I am the only one who has played the daily challenge for the day. Daily all-time, average of top 10 scores, 2,080. My high score is much better. So yeah, essentially, what happened there is I thought that rock would have triggered the arrow trap if it hadn't gone off already. So I was not afraid of it, even though we only had 2 health left, and I should have known that rock was outside of its range. And then when I tried to get up there to go look over in that area, I was promptly shot by the arrow trap. So, we are going to be restarting here at least one more time in this video. We're only at 13 minutes right now, and I feel like I can show off some more. Hopefully we can get to the jungle, although that's not something I can really ensure, because I am not sure if I've made it to the jungle more than a handful of times in my entire Spelunky career, which isn't as long as a lot of people's, but it's still long enough where I know how to get there, and I should be able to get there decently reliably. I just don't, which is unfortunate for the sake of this recording. But by way of recording Spelunky, and now that it's out on PC where it's easy to just kind of I feel like play some Spelunky. Let's start it up. Instead of before where it was, you know, oh, I feel like playing some Spelunky, so let's go turn on the TV, get the 360 hooked up, or just turn it on if it's already hooked up, get it loaded into Spelunky, all that stuff that you had to do to get it working on 360. That's a lot easier to contend with now that it's on PC, so I will probably end up playing a lot more of it than I have before. This is an unfortunate starting position, so what we're actually going to do is come here to the edge and drop a rope downwards to trigger that arrow trap. The shopkeeper is selling bombs. I kind of want the bomb box, but I'm just going to buy this bomb bag. We don't have that much money. I don't know if I really want to risk it on that. So this is a big spider who, if you throw a bomb in a web, will blow up. That was really close and I didn't even see it coming. When you kill those big spiders, you get an item called paste, or something along those lines. I'm not sure the actual official name of it, honestly. But essentially, paste allows you to stick bombs to walls instead of them bouncing off walls, which allows you to have bigger accuracy. It also allows you to stick bombs to enemies. So this comes especially essential when you are fighting, well, not essential, but especially helpful when you are fighting one of the characters that you have to beat in order to get to hell near the end of the game, who, if you don't have sticky bombs, becomes a royal pain to try to beat. We're going to pick up our damsel, move on. I did not see a sign of the key or the chest on this level, and so I don't think we've missed the Jedi, which is, of course, essential to go to the black market, which is essential to get the Ankh, which is essential to get the Hedget, which is essential to get the Necronomicon, which is, of course, essential to go to hell. So, as you can tell, the path to hell is not very fun. This is bull. I want to go in here and try to play for this Matic, but if I blow up this area, the shopkeeper is going to get pissed and try to kill me, and so I have no way in. That's kind of evil. I hate you right now, Spelunky PC. I hate you. Just going to throw this up here, because this guy also drops a lot of gems when he dies. He's not just good for the paste. Oh, come on. Is this? No. I might actually be really lucky that that rock didn't hit its mark, but I wanted to try it anyway. There's the chest, so our key is on this level. We just killed one of those cobras who spits venom. And let's see now, we are going to... Oh man. Oh man. One more run this video. One more run. Let's jump up here. Oop. You can't really get to that emerald without using a rope, and the rope isn't worth a single emerald. Or I guess the proper way to say that is an emerald isn't worth a single rope. It can be if there's other stuff in the area, but if it's just a single emerald by itself, not really all that worth it. We are going to bomb into this area though, see if there's anything of value. We did get a sapphire, at least an emerald out of it, as well as another one, which is 800, or ruby, which will be 1600, and some various small gems, which will get us up a little bit in gold. Oh yeah, that if you didn't notice it there. Wow. That's the thing with Spelunky. Things take a turn for the worse real quick. It does not take much for things to go bad in Spelunky. Not worth it at the moment. But yeah, if you walk into spikes from the ground level, you don't take damage from them. If you jump onto them from above, then you're damaged by them. So it's very much a game of making sure that if you're going to have to maneuver over spikes, you give yourself ample room. We are probably going to use 2 bombs, I think, to get this crate. The crate could easily have a bomb box in it or something equally useful. So I think it's worth it. We get 3 ropes. Not really worth 2 bombs in my opinion, but... So level 1 done with not the best of stuff going on for us. And let's go here where... Of course the Pug Damsel is the best in terms of the animation he gives when he gives you health, because he just kind of licks your face and he's like, "Hello buddy, you saved my life, I love you forever now." These guys have a lot of gems in there, but they take several bombs to reach and they anger the shopkeepers for the rest of the game. So it's very much a risk-reward thing. If you're trying for a high score, then they're not a bad idea. That was really stupid. Then they're not a bad idea, but if you're trying to just complete the game, then it's probably not the best decision to go after those guys. More ropes don't really help me. More ropes don't really help me. I mean, they do help me, but not as much as it would have been if it was some bombs or something. And let's go back up here where we are going to, I was going to say, hopefully make that leap. That spider is definitely going to fall. Spelunky, the game that will break you like none other. What? I really wish there was a replay function on this game, just so I could have seen that again, where I get hit by a single enemy, it knocks me down into, I jump down into an arrow trap, which then bounces me over onto the spikes, which kills me before a second arrow trap shoots me and ricochets me far, far away. I was holding the wrong shift key. That'll cause some problems. I wish you could designate it to just work with any shift, because I actually feel like it might be easier at times to use the right shift, but a lot of the time it's easier to use the left, which makes it kind of a conundrum of which one do you want to actually set it to. You have one new item in your inventory. That would be my second Spelunky card, presumably. This game does have Steam trading cards for those of you who are into that thing. You're going to break open that crate. Ooh, a parachute. Now my fall damage woes are over for one fall. Ooh, a little ruby and a sapphire. Not the best first floor imaginable, but it didn't go horribly wrong for us, at least. Let's see now, we're gonna go... Okay, so this is the idol. Essentially the idol is gonna have a different challenge associated with it in each area of the game. On the mines, what it's gonna do is it's gonna create a giant boulder, which is gonna go roll around, destroying a lot of the terrain and trying to kill you. I would like to take that idol, but with the shopkeeper directly below me, it will anger the shopkeeper, which causes them to try to kill you at the end of every level for the rest of the game, and I don't feel that is a worthwhile trade. What I do feel is a worthwhile trade is buying these climbing gloves for 8,000. And you know what, let's not even try to make a hell run right now, let's just try to make a get to the end of the game run. So we are going to spend our money a little bit more freely, because we aren't going to be saving up for the Ankh. That'll allow us a little bit more freedom to kind of try to tailor a run that'll actually allow me to succeed. Ooh. Big gold thingy. So the climbing gloves allow me to attach myself to walls, essentially, which will allow me to climb up surfaces that I otherwise couldn't. Of course, not a big deal if you have a lot of ropes, or certain other items like a jetpack are going to obviously outweigh the climbing gloves. But, in general, they're going to make navigation a lot easier, especially in the ice caves later, where I've been only like a couple times at most. You know, they allow you to climb up the walls of that level, and it's a very much more open wall. So you can usually try almost traverse the entire level's verticality by way of just climbing up the wall with them. So definitely worth the purchase, especially if you're not going for particularly a hell run. Obviously if we get a lot of money, that'll be a different story. We might still do it, but it's not in the cards just yet. I would just like to do one better performance in this video. That was real close. These TNT blocks will be your worst nightmare playing Spelunky. They blow up very easily, and they aren't exactly very friendly. If we could find the damsel, we could sacrifice it on this altar, which would give us a random item to begin with, and then it would, if we sacrifice another one, give us one of the best items in the game, the Kapala, which allows you to collect enemies' blood when you hit them, and use it to gain health. So essentially it works as a damsel that you can use in level to... Oh god. Go away. Bounce high enough to land on the spikes. Jerk. There we go. And then we're gonna toss him up there. Grab this. No, not you. Although, we're gonna be going back for the damsel anyway. We might as well bring this guy. And we're gonna be going back to the altar anyway. So we might as well take the time out to run this guy up there. In case we don't have time or we need the health more than we need the item. Anything that you sacrifice at the altar is going to give you points. The damsels are just the most expensive, or one of the most expensive things at least, that you can sacrifice. They're worth 4 points. So it's a total of 8 points to get the Kapala. Obviously the smaller enemies that are already dead are worth less than ones that are alive. So that guy, if he had been alive when I sacrificed him, would have been worth more points than he was to me dead. Good, I was hoping that he would get free. Now we really need to try to be relatively quick here, because there is a ghost who comes out after 2.5 minutes, who makes your life a living hell. I don't really care about those gems all that much. And we are going to grab this rock so we have something to trigger arrow traps we come across. Oops. I did hear the damsel, or the Pugzel in this case. He does seem to be down this way. I'm going to trigger that arrow trap. Pick up these 3 bombs. Okay, the ghost is coming. That scares me. Do we have easy access to the damsel? No, it's going to take at least a bomb. And the ghost is right here, so we're just going to get out of here. There are strategies to surviving while the ghost is here, and it can prove very fruitful if you're going for a high score run. But for my current purposes, I think it was best that we just kind of GTFO. Spike shoes could be really useful if we get a little bit further in the game. So we will pick those up. Not even going to worry about that scorpion there. Those guys can be really painful really quick. Kill that. Pick up my rock. This might be the run that's going the best overall for us today. Because we have a decent amount of money. We have a decent amount of items. We're still at 2 health, which isn't great, but it's better than what we have been at by this point. I do want to go over here and see if I can't let that rock free. Where did you come from, Mr. Spider? I don't even remember you being anywhere. So now we're going to toss that, which will give us a sapphire. The Ujedi is on this level. We will try to get it if we have the chance. It's not going to be a big help if we aren't going to hell. But the black market is somewhere worth visiting even if you're not trying for a hell run. It's got a lot of stuff for sale. It's usually the biggest source of items that you'll find in a run. So we do want to find this key if at all possible. I thought we had just died. I don't see the key over here. I guess I should bomb my way a little bit because I didn't see it up above either. No, it's not going to be that way. So we're going to leave this at the exit here. Actually, no, we're going to take this with us because we might find the damsel nearby the key. So now we begin the arduous process of moving our way back up the level in order to try to find out where this stuff is at. Let's see now. It's got to be up at the top there. Yeah, it's behind the shopkeeper. This is really risky, but hopefully this isn't going to cost us. Okay, that was really close, but it did not disrupt the shop. We can't get to the damsel without hurting ourselves. Essentially. I mean, we can, but it's not going to be something very simple. Oh, that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I decided to go for it though because you gotta take risks to win. Go see. So now, the thing about the ghosts is any gems that are on the level that are freely available. I'm actually going to waste the bomb just to kind of show this off. Which is going to cause me to have to kind of do a ghost run. But now if you watch this gem here, right now it's a sapphire, which isn't worth all that much. When the ghost touches it, it becomes a diamond, which is the most expensive jewel in the game. So now when we pick it up, we're going to get 5,000 for that one gem instead of the regular, I think it would have been like 800 or 1,000. Ooh, we made it to the jungle. Welcome to the jungle. Hello there, I'm the Tunnel Man. Large boulder is blocking my path. Can you give me a bomb? Sure, one bomb I can give you. I don't really need the shortcuts unlocked, but I might as well try to get them when I have it freely available like that. So now we are going to... I don't know why it didn't let me pick up that plant. Oh, I can't sacrifice Plant Man? I thought you could. But we do have a damsel who is right nearby. Why did I risk that? It would have worked too, but I tapped X instead of Z when I got knocked down there, and that resulted in my death. But at least we made it to the jungle in the end here, which is a big step over what I was doing to begin with. I hope you enjoyed the runs. They will improve in quality as I spend more time with not only the PC version, but Spelunky in general. So expect these runs to get much better quality as I continue this series, which will be ongoing. And expect me to start getting to the jungle more often, getting to the ice caves and the temple eventually. All that is well within the realm of possibility. I just need to get used to this version of Spelunky and spend some more time with it. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a great day, night, whenever it is, and take care. Later, everyone.